Hi, Mark here. It is Wednesday, January the 7th, just after 10 a.m. Eastern. That's just after 3 p.m. GMT. US session well underway. Let's have a look at the US dollar's performance. A little bit higher, a little bit of a green candlestick. Has tried higher earlier, then gave up those gains. You can see the wick at the top and the bottom. But for now, US dollar strength on the index. I've got support at 98.22. I've got resistance at 98.43. Buyers will look to maintain above this 98 level, look to test, maybe even break above the resistance if there is demand for US on the index. A turnaround from strong US to weak US would see a bounce down of this tough resistance area and sellers looking back down at the 98.22 on the way down to the 98 support area. Let's have a look at the majors and see how they're performing. This indecision, you can see we've got a wick higher and above and below, meaning both levels have been tested. I've got support at 116.71. I've got resistance at 117.02. Buyers will look to test break above that 117 level. That's buyers of euro, sellers of US. That would be weak US dollar. Strong US dollar, like we're seeing on the index right now, would be a red candlestick selling euro, buying US, and sellers would be looking down at the 116.73 support level. Let's have a look at the pound. Pound seeing a somewhat different picture. The fact that the pound's being sold off and the dollar has already picked up steam against the pound. Selling pound, buying US dollar. Resistance 135.17 and a bounce down of that resistance level, and US buyers now in control, selling pound, buying US. 134.75 is the current support level. Let's zoom in on the hourly. There you can see the push lower happening right now. Selling pound, buying US, and looking to test this 134.76 support level. Let's have a look at the US yen pair. Again, doji-like candlestick showing indecision, has tested lower and tested higher, sitting now pretty much alongside yesterday's close at 156.62. I've got resistance matching yesterday's resistance at 156.82, and I've got support at 156.29. Let's zoom in on that hourly, and there you can see the US dollar fighting its way back against the yen, the same as we saw against the majors. US dollar is looking strong as the US session now does get underway, and this is following job numbers which came out just a little while ago. Buyers of US, sellers of yen will be looking up at the 156.82. That is the intraday resistance level. Sellers of US, buyers of yen will be looking down at the 156.29 level. US dollar on the front foot for now, but when we look at the big picture, you can see still a doji candlestick and sitting alongside yesterday's close. Let's have a look at the US against the Canadian. Another doji-like candlestick, but the trend is up. That's buying US, selling Canadian. Again, US dollar looks to be on the front foot for now. I've got support sitting at 137.86 and resistance at 138.29. And sitting right now at 138.16. Buyers will want to maintain above the 138 level, look to test break above perhaps this intraday resistance. A turnaround against the Canadian from strong US to weak US, selling US and buying the Canadian. Those sellers would be looking down at this support level and to get back to maintain or go to reach below and maintain below the 138 level. So pretty mixed for now, but US dollar does look to be hitting its stride and looks to be in control and demand for US. As the US session does get underway, we'll see how that plays out. We've got resistance support levels to work with, good trading, and I'll see you at the end of the day.